here about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014. As you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
It seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lance. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing now is Lance. Pulls over it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. The Niners have 9-3 here on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And cycle.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Lance going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that. Those explosives that we talk about, that allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. It'll be Joe Mixon, born in nearby Oakland, California. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here we go. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 22. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Burrow looking to pass. This is caught, it's Boyd. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow, sliding out of the pocket. He will find his man Chase complete, and he'll be out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Jones. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bengals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Evan McPherson for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got it?
Oh, he rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you...
And not is here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. And the tight end goes in motion left.
Ready, go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
38. Right through. Going red.
And Lance now to throw. He's going to air one out. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Here we go.
Burrow on play action. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today. But they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. It'll be Nixon on the out route as the pass is caught. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throw again. Finding Nixon here again on back-to-back plays. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
Thrown out the window.
yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Shot. 17.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback destroys it a little bit.
52 plus. No, 10.
1st down, here's Mitchell. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
That's a really nice play, being able to stack that one up. When they get back in home, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of it, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1 yard gain. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And now they'll throw with Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 75 yards receiving for him now. And it's a 1st down.
But give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 26 yards. And the 49ers have got it back to within a score. Extra point safely through. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and 3rd and 1 now.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now, he's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They give it to Mixon to try to pick it up. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Here we go.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Trying the right side with Mitchell. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action, now it's Lance. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
Hey, Lance! 6, 7.
Now Lance. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They run over center with Mitchell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd and 2, Lance. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Now a play fake. Lance. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to touch it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Danny Gray, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Niners have retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
Remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and throw a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. McPherson's kick is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. And maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over and now you get the second half to play.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. You saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But I'm a defensive player. All I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He gets this one aboard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. From 17 yards out. And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching it point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Right back to Mitchell here. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Here's Lance to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is set away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package has wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They go play action with Burrow. On the move to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this will win it right very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Lance now on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Lance looking to throw it. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Lance now on 1st down. Complete. This is Mitchell. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Deebo Samuel, a 5-yard touchdown. Bengals take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. We got a brand new ball game all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They'll stay on the ground, miss it again. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Plus, it was right there.
Play action. It's Burrow. That's the tight end, Hurst with it. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Back now here in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. And the Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And some room to work. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. And Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. A solid stiff arm. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Burrow. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throwing now is Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Hey, green.
Mitchell. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Mitchell again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Lance now on 3rd and goal. And he fires one, but incomplete. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once again, they run with Mixon. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now it's Burrow. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. An explosive 38-yard pickup. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Mixing up the middle. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas.
And the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense. And this time they take their man down.
White, green back. Ready.
Now Lance. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Black top. Blue check. Quick, yellow. Ready?
Lance back to throw. Finding Samuel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Lance looking to throw. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Lance.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Here we go. 11 MC tank. 11 MC tank. Side.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
139 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And this one wasn't easy. You had an East Coast team, Charles, going west, playing a night game, but somehow they were able to get the job done.
Yeah, when you talk about playing a night game, they're closer to being sleepy because of East Coast time with their bodies when you're kicking off to play the game. So that's a real big accomplishment for them to get that done. The flip side, too, is traveling home in the old days, you had to wait to get the video for your next game. You had all those. So you were really a day behind. Now the video's on their computers as they get on the plane to head back, so they can get a lot of work done on the plane while they celebrate.
It's going to be a long red eye, but as you said, a celebratory red eye back home. So for Cincinnati, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore.